Yo, what's good?
Howdy.
Howdy. I'm Sheriff Woody. Howdy.
Look at me. I'm Picasso.
I don't get it.
You uncultured swine. We could probably do the whole movie. Guys, new video idea.
I probably could. I've seen that movie.
If we read the first sentence of Toy Story, can we go until the end?
Reach for the sky.
I'm Sheriff Woody. Howdy. What is up, bandecfolks? Welcome back to the channel. Phil, do you know about the band Malevolence at all?
I know of them.
That's it. Okay, so we're rowing in the same boat, so to speak. I feel like I've probably heard songs by this band, but I never really locked in. It was a passive thing for me, so I can't for the life of me remember what they actually sound like. However, people seem really, really excited that their latest album dropped today as of recording this, Where Only the Truth is Spoken. And I was delighted to learn, Phil, that this band is from the UK.
Nice. You and your UK bands.
I was expecting a very silly accent when I told you.
Oh, you're from London.
Oh, well, yeah. If you've matured, we don't have to do the bit, governor. Is that Australian? I don't know anything about the world, dude. I know nothing about it, not even a little bit.
We wear it on our sleeves.
We are so proud of our ignorance here. They are from Sheffield, South Yorkshire.
That's a British town if I've ever heard it.
That's the name of a city down in Yorkshire. Really good, right? Let's get on into the trolley down to Moshy Mosh Boulevard, mate. I'm so sorry. All right, let's watch Malevolence. This is So Help Me God. Okay, not too bad. Very, very moshy intro, obviously. It's funny that they brought in the clean sort of chorus there, because the whole time we were listening, I kept thinking, God, this reminds me of Stick to Your Guns. And then when they brought in the clean chorus, I was like, okay, now this really reminds me of Stick to Your Guns. I think the lyrics here are a little more tough guy, a little less, thoughtful than the stuff you get from Jesse with Stick to Your Guns. But still a lot of fun. I love watching a vocalist move to their own band's music. Nothing makes me happier than when the vocalist starts two-stepping to the riff and shit. It just makes me so happy. When bands do that live, it's such an immediate way to like blast audience participation right back. Very clean, well shot video too. I love close-ups of mean dogs. Honestly, if I directed hardcore videos, there would be so many just close-ups of like Rottweilers and shit, because I just think it's sick as hell.
Yeah,
it's
funny.
I can see why people were stoked. I'm not huge on this clean chorus here. It might be again in a sort of stick to your guns sort of lane where they only do it on a few songs per album. And, you know, this being a big single off the album, it might make sense to have that in there. I'd have to listen to more of their music. If this was on every song, I don't think I'd like that very much. So my opinion on the chorus kind of remains to be seen how consistently they do this. But in this song, I wasn't a huge fan of the chorus, if I'm being honest.
We entered Riff City when we played this song. Like, there's a lot of riffs going on in this, and that's what I really appreciate. And that's what you kind of get. This is a very accessible tune for metal listeners. I'm getting, the same kind of stuff, but maybe like someone like more for like For Today. Where like there were still breakdowns, but it was just a little bit more riffy. And this chorus is very accessible. This is definitely liquid metal, Sirius XM. Like, this is what gets played on that, and it's those are the kind of hooks that are gonna gravitate people back into metal. So like, yeah, it's cool. It's not my favorite. I'm right there with you. This is definitely not my kind of chorus, but like, this is a big anthem, and the guitarist is singing that chorus, which is always impressive to see happen. So, I mean, it's not bad. I just don't like it, if that makes sense.
That's fair. It's going to be one of those things with the remaining time on this song. Are the riffs and the mosh parts in between worth getting through the chorus? Is where I'm at. Gross.
Yeah, it's kind of even giving me like Kill Switch and Gage kind of like, I see how like someone could be like, yo, like, have you ever heard this band? Like, these bands that we were referring to are old, and I think I've said it in a past video, like, newer bands catch younger audiences' attention, even if it does sound like a band that's already happened before. Right. So even though it may sound, I mean, that was a very predictable song. We got the guitar solo, and then we got the breakdown at the end, and like
the hook twice, like, yeah, the mosh call.
Yeah, like, so, like, you know, we saw what was coming. However, like, it was executed well. If these are good people, better for them. That's good for the scene, because there's a lot of people who've played this kind of music in the past. Not the bands that we've mentioned before. No, Killswitch Engage is probably one of the nicest bands on earth. Anyway, I digress. But this was a cool song, and I think it's important for bands like this to exist. And even though it's not my cup of tea, it's a cool song to, like, Slipknot. It was like a band that I really got into to get into really heavy music, and I feel like this could be someone's gateway, right? We've talked about it before. The pipeline from Malevolence to friggin' Anal Cunt is a real thing.
Oh yeah, I love how you're saying Malevolence. You're saying it in like two syllables. Like, Malevolence. I love it. You waste no time, and that's something we really appreciate about you on this channel. Yeah, it was giving me like Evergreen Terrace was coming to mind a lot when I was listening to it. Kind of for the same reason I was getting Evergreen Terrace is probably why you were getting Killswitch, is because Adam Dukrowitz and basically all of Evergreen Terrace were basically metalcore being written by hardcore guys. You know what I mean? That song is very metal. You know what I mean? There's a lot of wheelies going on. Even the way everyone in that band was dressed, everyone looks like they're coming into this band with different influences. Like, it was very interesting mishmash of guys in there.
You had Nikes, you had plaid cutoffs.
There was a lot happening. These entry bands are so important, right? Because, yeah, like you were saying, to us, this kind of feels like a predictable song, right? Like, it's not like they didn't blow me away. They didn't like show me something different with the genre. But people will come in, people might hear like that hook or something like that, get brought in, and this band is definitely heavy enough and has enough mosh sensibilities to it. I mean, they're moshing the whole video. They get that they're a mosh band, right? So like these bands, again, they bring kids in, and then, yeah, you got fucking kids listening to Terror, you got kids listening to Bane, you got kids listening to all that shit, and it's because you start with, like, we went from metalcore to hardcore. You know what I mean? That's like it. That's the pipeline. That's how it works. And I love bands like this. I think there's a place for bands like this, and I bet you that these guys, you know, I bet they could all go out and individually write something that sounds more like, you know, like a fucking Mongoloids record, or more like, you know, like a grimy hardcore release. They could probably do that, but I think these guys know that they have enough talent to come through and write something that can be heavy, moshy, and actually make them some money and be commercially successful. You know what I mean? I think they're riding the line really well.
The riffs they're playing are very intricate and very cool.
Very good, yeah.
Guitar, like that one guitar was like even aside with the solo, like even from the beginning, there was a lot of jumping around, which I really thought was cool. Which could definitely gravitate a lot of metal listeners. So absolutely super dope.
Yeah, it felt like if Parkway, it felt like if Parkway Drive didn't annoy me, this is what it would sound like.
Well, there you have it, folks. That was our reaction to Malevolence. No thanks.
I love how you say it.
Is it not
Malevolence?
Malevolence.
Yeah, you're just you're skipping syllables, and I can't. When I look at the word, I can't tell which ones. It's like you're just saying it too fast. It might be a me thing. It might be a me thing. Malevolence.
That was our reaction to Malevolence. So help me God. What did you think? Leave it all down below in the comments.
There's a bug in there.
If you aren't already subscribed to this channel, we sincerely appreciate that. Give this video a like. Follow us on all our social medias. BANDECDOTES. We're on all the platforms. Check us out there for all our updates and clips.
It's time to thank our members. First off, the #1 guy. We say him at the top because he be getting top. It's time. It's time.
It's time.
And then we move on to the other #1. It's Aaron. Aaron.
I got headphones, Aaron. Boom, 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 boom.
And finally, it's guy #3. More Skibbity. More Skibbity. Sorry, bud. I'm fucking cooked, brother. If you want to, thank you so much for being a member, More Soy Sauce. We love you so much. If you would like to be thanked like these gentlemen at the end of our videos like this, you can hit the join button down there. You can give us $2 measly. We will take your dollars. We will remove the measles, and we will use them to improve this thing beyond your wildest expectations. This channel will start to do things you couldn't even fathom. And all we need are $2 stupid. So go ahead, send those our way if you got some. But even if you can't, we appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. And I'm gonna go.